Okay. Stick with this for now.
We live, Daniel? Oh my, oh Lord.
Oh no!
How is everyone doing out there? Steve, is yours a frog?
Yes.
That's great. That's very beautiful. Yeah, just make sure everyone who is here has their Twitch tab panel on mute. But yeah, here we is. Here it is. This is our stream.
Hey everyone.
Is.
This is it.
Right. So, how's everyone doing? Good Nuzlocke today. Very proud.
Are you seeing us live?
Very good.
There it goes. There it goes.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. Yeah, I think you guys actually have a really solid chance of doing this thing. It's impressive.
As long as we play smart at this point, we're sitting pretty.
I felt pretty validated when I told you that the hardest and the hardest 2 points of this game are the first 10 hours and the last 4 hours, and I feel like that's been proven pretty true so far.
As soon as I found out about the whole like gym leaders at their max potential bullshit that's in the randomizer, I was like, yeah, so we just need to get to the point where we have a team that could competently take on max evolved Pokemon, and then it won't be easy, but it'll be doable. And I think that we're getting to that point now where we're like really getting a team that.
Yo, what's up, Milk?
Hey, how's it going, Milk?
Well, Milk.
Glad to see you here. Thanks for coming over. What did you think of our guest appearance in the John and Andy show? Did you have a good time? How bad was the echo? Yeah, I think we're just waiting for probably a few more folks to show up. But we are kind of just doing this tonight. So,
could potentially goof around, maybe try something improv-y at some point. But
yeah, I'm sure we can do some fun goofs.
Hello.
Chat, you want to see my book?
Yeah, what's your book, Steve?
I like your book.
Let me find the Wiggly Boys again. So I got this book for Christmas, and it's wonderful. It's amazing.
Oh my God, Steve, half of it's in your background.
Oh no, my Wiggly Boys. My background isn't that important.
Yes, it is.
It's
Steve.
the Wiggly Boys. Look how wiggly they are.
Yeah, Steve, what is this book? Why don't you elaborate more?
It's so I talked about it on our like post Christmas stream, but it's called After Man. It's about basically this guy was like, hey, what if animals but future and no humans?
So speculative biology.
Yeah.
Nice. Should I change?
No, you're good.
All right.
Other
We're
fun.
kind of planning on the whole like colored shirt thing.
It's okay. It's all right.
I completely forgot about that until just now when I saw you and Max in like proper attire.
Oh, right.
It's okay.
I completely forgot too.
Don't sweat it.
In high school, I took a xenobiology class.
Ooh.
So it was like, there's gonna be a thunderstorm tomorrow where I am. Oh boy,
Fun.
I love thunderstorms. But yeah, I took a xenobiology class, which was kind of like a mix of like a few different things. It was like kind of, or I think it was technically an astrobiology class, but we touched on like xenobiology and speculative biology and things like that. And like, oh, well, if a world has these conditions that are different from Earth, but the rest are the same, what would life be like? Or like, why is life the way it is on Earth and how could it be different? Like one thing that's crazy is like, you think about how like just about everything, like all creatures on Earth, at least all animals have 4 limbs, whether that's 2 legs and 2 arms or 4 legs or something like that. Sure, there are like octopuses and things like that. But for the most part, most creatures, especially like land creatures, have 4 limbs. And that's really just because if you go back far enough, most of those can all be traced back to like one common ancestor that was 4-limbed that just happened to be the survivor. So like one thing that was really cool about the class was like, maybe there's a planet where for some reason, the origin of species, exactly. Maybe for some reason there was a planet where the sort of main common ancestor had 6 limbs. And so almost all of the species on that planet would just have 6 limbs instead. It's like cool to kind of consider those kind of things.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, also, last little boy. These are called night stalkers, and I love them.
They look so devious.
They do look devious.
Is this high enough? Yeah. So the night stalker, as you can see, walks on his arms and uses his back legs as his grabbers. And they're bats that evolved on an island, so they don't need their wings anymore because there was no ground predators. So I really want to use those in a D&D campaign.
Yeah, that'd be very cool.
Yeah, it actually really rubs me the wrong way when I see a space movie, and I'm like, why would an alien evolve that way? Like, because people just like to go ham wild on aliens, but I'm like, I don't think any creature would ever evolve that way, especially given like the planets that's presented. So, which I know is like, no one needs to have that level of thought. Sometimes a fun alien is just a fun alien, but it's sometimes it really, I'm like, why would that thing become a slime monster? And if the planet's all sulfur, like that doesn't, I don't know. Fictional biology.
I love world building, especially when it like gets that detailed, where like the world building encompasses like very, very small details like that. I love it. Yeah.
It's very fun to try to piece that kind of stuff together.
Good stuff.
You guys are still streaming? We just started.
Yeah. So I think we got a good group of people now. So I guess like now's a good enough time to start chatting through some of the businessy side of things, and then we'll move on from there. So we, as you know, we had tried to stay pretty strong in meeting in person, and we still would if there wasn't an official ordinance from the city of Philadelphia. So we are trying to do the best that we can, and this is kind of what that looks like. Candidly, there's a lot of people who have started doing improv, other improv theaters who have started streaming on Twitch recently, and they all have the exact same solution that we do, which is essentially Zoom calls. I've watched a couple of them, and I don't particularly love Zoom improv. And this is something we kind of talked about as a group. We don't think we've really seen it done in a way that is to our level of quality or engagement. So we're still figuring out what that looks like. We're going to mess around with some stuff. Hopefully we have a good solution to that in the future if this is something that persists for a long time. But for now, we figured, instead of reinventing the wheel, why don't we just take it back to hanging out? We haven't gotten a chance to really see all of each other since a lot of this started. We haven't got a chance to see all of you. So we figured tonight we would just keep it pretty relaxed and just hang out and talk to everyone.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how's everybody doing out there?
So Carbonated Milk was saying one of their friends is super talented and makes 3D models of alien worlds and stuff.
Oh, that's super
That's
cool.
really cool.
Yeah.
That is very cool.
I had a friend that I kind of forced/convinced to try to do stuff in like concept art style, because that's like one of my favorite art styles.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really cool, some of the stuff that they made. Like, I have a friend. I have a couple. Not as many as I used to, but
Alex, we're your friend.
Concept art is awesome. What?
We're your friend, Alex.
We collectively, the 4 of us, are friend.
Yeah.
One friend.
One friend.
You guys aren't real.
Like,
yeah, we're all 5
actors. You were
actors.
just a simulation. So
Okay.
it's like the puppet animation thing. that other people do. That's
That
us.
Steve was doing.
What? Oh, the 2D animated puppet stuff. That
That was so cool, Steve.
It's really interesting. I can't wait to like actually make my own puppet.
I want to play with it. I can't wait for us to play with it.
And we'll play with it more once we can actually visit each other. That way I can put you on the camera and actually have you animate the faces and stuff. But
we should try to do like some kind of RPG or something where we send our little characters in.
That would take so many sources. I need to have like 5 instances of that software running, and I can't even imagine.
Oh no!
Like, oh my god! Fully animated improv. Yes, theoretically, we could do fully animated improv.
That's the
That
goal.
would take-
Figure it out, Steve.
Now you know what it's like, Steve.
Well, youngster Jazz, it's nice to talk to you in real, as a person instead of just another name in chat. I'm seeing a lot of people from the Nuzlocke stream.
Yeah,
it's awesome. This is by no means our normal show, so I hope you stick around on our channel long enough to see what that looks like. But we're glad to have you here for the time being. And yeah, Jungle
Nuzlocke is also not our normal show.
Also not our normal show. I was having the same thought about Hollywood Squares. The problem is that it's these softwares that are video conferencing are so random with where people end up. And if one person joins or gets disconnected, it reshuffles everyone. So there's just really no good way to make a static board. But I think there's something to it. We're just gonna figure out what that looks like.
I can
you
try to
explain
fiddle with it right
everyone
now
what-
while you guys talk.
Hollywood,
Give me my prototype.
Hollywood Squares was a game show that I think was on in the 70s, 80s, and then they have a couple revised versions, as all game shows do. And basically, what they would do is get celebrities and put them in a giant cube that was 3 by 3, and contestants would answer questions, and then if they got the question right, they would get to place essentially a tic-tac-toe piece, so an X or an O, on one of the things. So you'd be like, you got a question right, and you'd be like, Whoopi Goldberg, and she's in the center. So you're like, absolutely, give me an X in the center, and then they'd be like, woo! And then the other person would steal the question, and they'd be like, no, I'm gonna block. So I'll be like, who is it? Yeah, like Jeff Goldblum, he's in the top left, so I'm gonna put my O there to block you. And it was really just one of those early game shows that was entirely celebrity driven and not at all driven by the merit.
By being a good show.
By being a good show. But I mean, it was fun. It was, kitschy and whatnot. So
Surprise
Yeah, we're
asking if
thinking
we can
about-
do Jeopardy again.
Yeah, we were thinking about doing that again. I think once Dom did it, we kind of were all like, oh, now we want to make boards.
yeah, I watched the one Steve did again, and I was so jealous I wasn't there.
Yeah, I know I made a couple categories, and I feel like that's kind of where we're all at. I feel like everybody's made probably got half of one board, so we're definitely gonna do that again.
Yeah, it's gonna happen. Just wait. Just wait. It's coming.
I feel like especially if we're remote, we have to get Anya because she's a Jeopardy fiend, and it just feels wrong to do Jeopardy without Anya.
Susan also goes hard for Jeopardy.
Do they? Maybe we just need to open this up to everyone. Figure out.
We gotta recreate Legends of the Lost Temple.
Is that a shirt? Is it a onesie or some other pajama item? This one is just a shirt. I've just got pants on, but I do have a onesie.
Alex,
Whoa. Keep going. What's at the feet?
Check out my pants. Whoa, I'm wearing pants, you guys.
I see your knees. Those aren't pants.
I like shorts. They're comfy and easy to wear.
I completely agree with that kid in every generation.
Yeah, youngster Jazz. I still want to know what's at the feet.
what's at the feet? Answer the question, Alex.
Presumably feet.
I don't have any. You can't
Oh
see
no.
Oh no.
That's
Damn.
fun. Pants. What a weak game. You need a kilt.
I've
Steve,
got
you
a
wearing a kilt?
Where is it? I'll get it out in a sec.
If anyone was going to be wearing a kilt, it would be Steve.
I got
Boy,
a
Steve.
I got a pajama dress in Animal Crossing today.
Ooh.
Nice.
Oh, here it is.
I don't know how many of you caught it, but Wendy's was streaming Animal Crossing
wow.
today, and it was a weird dystopian future kind of vibe to it. Oh, that's a nice
Here's
one.
my kill.
Ooh.
Is that a specific pattern, Steve, or is it just kind of?
It's I think they call it blackout. It's just kind of like a more like not touristy, but like not like a super heritage based tartan. They call the patterns tartans, and I got this belt. I got it at my sister's wedding, actually. She got married at this place that was having Scotch Irish weekend, and my dad, there was a kilt booth, and I looked at my dad. I was like, "We should get kilts." And he was like, "Okay." And I got a kilt.
That's rad.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I don't know what clan. I don't know. Just look up like blackout. I think that's what it's called. Or tartans. It's blue, black, and dark green. So
That's rad.
like, I also have a muscle
Very cool.
suit in.
Very, very cool.
I'm sitting right next to my costume closet.
Just like go through each other's closets or our own closets.
Yeah.
I mean, we all, I at least know Alex and Steve both also have like a costume section of their closet.
Oh, I think I cut out, but I was. This is
My
costume
taste in
closet.
clothes has been described as everyday costume.
I have the wall of wigs in this room, if that counts for anything.
Right.
Would I do a
That is
fashion
actually-
show?
We could do a fashion show.
Yeah, this is
I
a
know.
cool muscle suit.
Youngsters calling me out because you guys have fun backgrounds and I'm sitting in front of a green screen with no
Not doing
background.
anything about it.
I haven't figured out how to do it in Zoom. Like I can try to
It's not
give
hard.
us. How do you do
You
it?
just have to like click on the video settings and you'll see an option for it. There's actually a fun story behind what I chose to put as my background.
Oh, choose
please,
virtual
go ahead.
background. Oh, okay.
So I was sitting in class one day in computer science. It was a computer science lecture, and computer science lectures were not very useful. You learned most of everything from, especially this was like freshman year, so it was like the basic intro computer science lectures. So you learned things from like the labs more than the lectures. So I decided to pull up a Bob Ross video and follow along in Microsoft Paint. And this was the result. So this is my Bob Ross in the medium of MS Paint. And it turned out all right. It turned out not so
It
bad.
looks good. It looks
Yeah.
good. I like it.
It's so.
Who messed with Nightbot?
Yeah, who's messing with Nightbot commands?
What?
I asked Nightbot to fetch Discord, and it gave me a lecture about how it doesn't want to work for me anymore.
You know, I'm kind of tired of getting bossed around all the time. Try asking nicely.
Who did this?
Try it.
John and Andy.
Oh, Carb got it.
Discord, please. That's better. Oh, jeez.
Max, what did you do?
God damn it, Max.
Look,
Wow. Wow.
just Nightbot. That's all I'm asking for.
Damn it, Max. I brought out my meat pillow, and you immediately turned Nightbot on us.
I'm trying to figure out a good image to put in my background. Should like an image from me from high school, would that work?
Another image of you that you're in front of, Dan?
Yes.
Sure.
Here we go.
What is the... Move your head right now.
Nice. The mustache. The mustache reveal.
No, Dan.
That's amazing.
Look at that. That's chilling with myself.
Oh my goodness.
That's Dan?
Oh my god,
What?
Max.
That's you? What?
Yeah, I looked much older back in high school.
Why did you look older in high school?
You look like Freddie Mercury, Dan. Dan, you look a lot like Freddie Mercury.
Yeah, this was back when we did when I did musicals in high school, and this was my character in Pirates of Penzance as the British
Hey.
police officer.
Yeah.
Wow.
And this was
Yeah.
this was a backstage photo. So yeah, just gonna keep my face in front of it.
Oh, I'm gonna
Please do.
Oh, it's
play
cut
that
off.
game, Dan. I'll play that game.
I'm looking for a photo right now. Actually,
This is a costume. This is a costume I'm wearing.
That's
Also,
your
the
everyday look,
mustache
Dan.
is
Don't lie to me.
not is mostly sharpied in, if you
Okay.
couldn't tell.
Okay, that's good.
But the hair is real. I wish it wasn't cutting off my hair because it's like spiked all the way up. Yeah, good times.
what picture do you guys want? Disney trip, Steve, or oh my God, there's so many good. I mean, shitty pictures of
Yeah,
me from high
let's
school.
go one at a time and pick a photos.
All right, this is mine.
What is that? What is that?
So I went to a private Catholic school, so you weren't allowed to actually have any facial hair. So that's me.
Oh my God!
You know what's funny? That's what I grew up to have. So
Wow.
And we both picked photos with us with fake facial hair.
I mean, that's what you do in high school, right?
Yeah, you're like I'm not competent.
Look how short my hair was too. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
That was the hairstyle for most of my life. Is that right there?
No, we like the long. We like the long one.
Alex, you a time traveler? What's going on in your photos?
Hold on, I'm getting to it.
What is what? God damn!
It's not letting me crop it anymore. I don't know why.
Oh, that's a shame.
Is that you fencing? Is that you on the left?
No, it's me on the right.
Oh,
I think. Well, depending on whether or not it's flipped.
that is definitely the bottom half of your face, Alex.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's
then,
the bottom half of that face anyway.
I can't tell. On my screen, it's on the right. It's flipped.
Put your hand up next to it. Yeah, that's our left.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's me.
Yeah.
That's me.
Okay, yeah, okay. If you were telling me you were that other guy, I'd be like, what? Oh, like that mustache? Did you also
Alex,
draw that on?
Or no, youngster Jazz. If you want to know the answer to that question, just put !! Alex, then you'll get your answer.
For what? What was the question?
Nothing.
don't
Nothing,
worry about
dear.
it.
Nothing, dear.
Oh, You're the worst. You're the worst.
Got
The
it.
absolute worst.
Got him.
Ugh.
All right, let's see if that was good enough. God, this cropping is so bad.
Let me see what other photos I have in here.
No, Dan, that's a keeper. I don't know why you ever get rid of that one.
All right, fine. It's staying.
I just need to edit this.
Yeah, there we
one.
go.
Oh
So,
yeah. Why do you look?
my dad fenced in college, and then I fenced for like a year or so
Is that your dad?
before I couldn't afford it, and then I decided for his birthday to like recreate a picture of him from college when he fenced. And so it's like the two of us in the same pose, and I edited it so that it was like the same black and white and everything.
Aw.
Well, Dan and I are out here embarrassing ourselves, and you're out here with nice sentimental stories.
I don't
like-
have any goofy
like,
pictures
I
of
honor
myself
my
on my
father.
computer.
Oh, I'm sorry, mister. I was actually attractive in high school.
Dom and I both had to fake it. You.
Yeah, clearly.
This
There we
was
go.
not high school.
That's me.
Steve.
By no means attractive.
Oh my
Steve,
God.
are you kidding me? What are you talking about?
Steve, you're looking
We're
stone
not.
cold in that
Steve,
photo.
you look like you're gonna
Wait,
go
you-
ride a motorcycle with a babe behind you. Like,
Yeah, you look
Um,
straight up like a rock star, Steve.
Hold
Yeah.
on.
You look
Wait,
like you're from the
can I
70s.
just share my screen?
I was
Oh, this
a
is gonna get
little
like hell. on
meaner
this.
in high school. Hold on, I'll find
Um,
a picture. I'll get a Facebook picture.
let me see if I can.
Give me a
Hold on.
minute.
This picture is so much better because of the shirt that I'm wearing, and I need you guys to see it. So let me.
This has just been, hey, what photos do we have on our computer, and let's share them.
I'm down
Honestly,
Maybe we'll do on our Discord like a yearbook photo thing. So yesterday today Steve did all pets. So maybe tomorrow we'll have everyone post old photos of themselves.
with it.
We started a Halloween one yesterday, right? That was rad.
Oh
There
my
we go.
God.
I don't.
Steve,
Steve.
Steve, you're messing
Oh.
up everything.
I know I'm gonna mess up everything.
Oh
Can you
my
see it on
God.
stream?
Yeah, you're fine.
Look at that sexy Hawaiian shirt right there.
Oh hell yeah.
And then
Who's the
yeah,
person?
Steve.
Who's the person in the photo?
oh, that's my friend Liam.
Nice.
Oh, hi, Liam.
Did the picture change?
What do you mean? Did the
What?
picture change?
Okay, hold on. I need to
Steve,
stop
we're
sharing.
currently the whole shot was just your picture and we all got cut out.
There we go. There's another picture.
Oh no.
I fell asleep on the bus to Disney or to Universal one day for our senior class trip, and my friend tied my hair up in a little like man bun, and I just left it like that for the rest of the day.
You look like you have a comb over, Steve.
That person behind you, is young Alex. I'm just
That
letting
is
you know.
young Alex. What the
Wait a
heck?
minute. What?
Yeah. Look at that young Alex back there.
Not to call
I
him out,
was
but
there
that's
the whole
actually
time.
Spry.
I've
That's
known
so
you longer than
Spry, are you young Alex?
Literally called out.
I've never seen them in the same room, so I'm just
Oh
saying.
my God.
Who's that behind?
We saw young
Steve?
Spry and I thought I was gonna see youngster Jazz, you know.
I'm glad everyone else agrees with us. Thank you.
I can't tell if Spry is playing it off or if that's genuinely not them and Steve is misremembering.
No, that's Spry. I'm gonna take this picture off because
All right, Max, your turn.
it's just obnoxious.
Max, I don't know if you can on mobile.
The thing is that I didn't do like theater when I was in high school, so I don't have like me dressed up
I didn't
as
either.
someone.
Oh, if we're looking for theater shots, that's a whole different
Oh, okay.
conversation.
Oh, okay, that's where we're going.
There we go.
I
I'm
see.
saying.
What is that, Alex?
The lighting isn't great. I thought we were going with fake facial
Oh,
hair.
fake
so
facial
I went
hair?
with the
Yeah,
time
yeah.
that-
The number of photos I have of me in fake mustaches is absurd. If you
I found another good one of me. If you guys want to see it.
yeah,
Yeah,
I
do
do,
it.
Dan. Please,
Okay,
please.
let's see.
course we
Let's
do.
see. Oh, okay.
What is that abomination?
That's me.
What is
Yeah.
happening? Describe, please.
So when I did Are You the Toxic Avenger? Yeah. When I was doing I did an internship in New York for 6 months, and while I was there I was like, what if I started an acting career and auditioned for movies? And I got this one role in a movie
Jesus, man.
called Down Jersey, where I play the Jersey Devil.
Oh my god.
And
Typecast, I see.
so there's a point where like I start as human and then I start transforming to the devil and then like peel off my skin and stuff. So this is where they did the molding to make all the special effects makeup custom to my face. And I had to stay like this for about 40 minutes while it hardened. Only being able to breathe through my mouth hole. So yeah, that's so yeah, and that movie is out there if you find it somehow. It's a short film. It's not a full, but it's like a 20-minute short film.
That's right. Do you got IMDb credit for it, or
I bet it's on IMDb. It's called Down Jersey if you want to find it.
Down Jersey? Should we have a screening party, Dan?
I did have a screening party when it came out like a year and a half ago.
Was it good?
Yeah.
Was it a good film?
Yeah, it's good. My acting is not good. I don't know how I got this part. I did one Skype audition, like read off the script, thought that I pretty much botched it, and then they're like, all right, we'll let you know about callbacks, and then I get a call 3 days later that's like, you have the part.
Wow, look at this guy.
I'm like, all right.
That's me?
So yeah, that's me. That's
All right,
me,
I
the
finally,
Jersey Devil.
I finally have one. This is. I'm just gonna do it like this. This is me.
Whoa!
Wow.
What?
Freshman year of high school. I had a mohawk.
That was in high
because I was a
school,
part of the-
Max?
Max, you look
Yeah,
like you're
that's
7 in that
me
photo.
in high school. I look like I'm a solid 6 years old. This is me in high school, and I have a mohawk because I was in the football team. I was on the football team, and yeah, that is me. And so I think that's all I got.
Max,
Damn.
that's
Wow.
Gotta look
absurd.
for more.
I feel like I've
Wow.
Yeah.
learned more about you.
Did
Good. I'm glad.
did Crabstar just find the film on YouTube?
I hope
So
so.
how is it? Is it good?
I don't even know if it is on YouTube. Oh fuck, it is. It's the movie. Oh my god. I didn't even know it was on YouTube. I thought it was only on like Vimeo. Oh my god. Yeah, have fun watching my terrible acting.
Oh my god, I used to have this really awesome picture of me where I'm like in this weird pose at our beach house and I don't know where it is.
Here's a real classic for me.
Oh my god. Iconic cannibalism. That's what I like to see.
That was my profile
Wow.
picture for everything for years because I was just
That's
like, that's
wonderful,
as
dude.
good as I'm gonna get.
Dom, that doesn't look like you. Like I look at that face and I don't see you, you know?
I know.
That's- oh.
There's nothing
And
there.
Spry pulled up your IMDb page.
Oh my god. You guys
Surprise
know
on
how much
another
of
level.
you guys would know how much of a phony I am. Jeez Louise.
See, you say that doesn't look like Dom, and it's true that the picture of the kid doesn't look like Dom, but it's all Dom energy.
Oh yeah,
It's 100% Dom energy.
I just can't see Dom without mountains of hair all around him. You know?
I mean, this was the look for a long
Is
time.
this you watching the movie, Max?
This
What?
is the movie. Oh my goodness.
Dan, why do you look like Kramer?
Max, what is this bootlegged filming in the theater bullshit you're doing right now?
Start speaking Russian, and I think I've seen this one before.
If chat wants to watch it, they'll watch it on their own time. God damn.
I'm trying to learn it. Okay, fine.
Oh my god.
You're that guy that in the movie theater, there's a poster of him with his hood up and his phone just like filming the picture,
finger
filming
over the
movie.
camera, finger like halfway in front of the camera. It's like,
Yeah.
just like, yep.
Oh my god, Crabstar is on point. He's posting so much in the Discord right now.
Oh no.
I
There's a
can't wait to
picture.
see it all.
He posted the YouTube link in the Discord. He posted a
Oh
picture
my
of Dan.
god.
He got a clip of
Fuck.
Dan reveals his past self, and he got me. He got my me with those aviators and the
Cool kid.
I'm
Hawaiian
just
shirt.
letting you guys know that that film is not a comedy. That is me doing a dramatic performance. I genuinely have no idea how I got this role.
I'm sure it is a comedy in its own way, to be honest.
In its own way, yes.
How do I get this one?
Oh my god. Oh no.
Oh my god, I think I have almost the exact same picture.
Yeah. What's yours from?
St. Patrick's Day.
Mine's from Annie, the musical I was in twice and auditioned for neither time. Dan, you look so brooding.
It was a drama. I only knew how to do it.
You're peeling your skin off.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I
Yeah.
can't wait to watch it.
Oh, whoops.
Covered in Milk, you were in Annie as well. Who did you play in Annie? Who in chat has been in a musical? What musical was it, and who did you play?
I was in Annie as well. I got 3 parts. There were 2 casts. The community theater that I was with was just chaos. So I was the clothes. I was the laundry person. I was the radio announcer, and I was FDR. But I was only
no.
FDR and the laundry guy certain nights, and then I was the radio guy the other nights.
Sounds very confusing, Steve.
There were just 2 casts. There was
Wow,
black
those 2
cast and
casts.
gold cast.
You were the cat in Seussical? That's impressive. That's not an easy play.
Yeah.
That's good.
I was a monkey in Seussical.
I was also a Wickersham brother.
See, Dom knows the actual term. I just say monkey.
I was also the Grinch in that show as well. We had a very small cast, so it was everyone playing like 8 parts except for the cat. I never learned the song for the musical, and I still don't know it. So there you go, Alex. That's just a photo of you in your natural habitat. So I don't want to hear it.
I think that's just your mother owl laying birth to you. Understudy.
The only musical I was ever in, I was the Bill on Capitol Hill in 5th grade in the mandatory school musical.
I was in that show as well. Schoolhouse Rock Live Junior. It's fine. It's just
I've seen it.
Yeah, it's fine. There's one of my favorite stories from my like community theater days is there this girl who just nobody liked, and she was super mean to everyone. And she showed up for the like set painting day because we had to build and paint all of our sets. So she got there pretty early, and she's like, "What can I do?" And they're like, "Go paint the turtle." And she was like, "Okay." So she painted the turtle green. It took her like 2 hours, and then they're like, she came back and she's like, "What can I do now?" And they were like, repaint the turtle. And she's like, "What?" They're like, "Yeah, put another coat on it." This girl must have put 4 coats of green paint on this turtle. Oh. It definitely didn't even need 2. So, but she wasn't mean to anyone because she was too busy painting the turtle the whole day. So there you go.
I can't tell if Max is just really still or if he's frozen.
I think he's just enjoying. Dan, you look like you were in the knockoff version, like the bootleg version frozen, of The Mask.
Oh, there he is.
Oh, this? Yeah. Also, if you do watch the movie, just know that it costs like $30,000 to make that movie.
No.
Yeah. From the rough estimate I got.
How much did you get, Dan?
Oh, I got paid nothing. This was. I was like, wow, my first movie.
Should have done a better job, Dan.
It took 5 days to film it. Man.
That's awesome. Did you like being out in LA? Would you go back?
Well, this was in New York, but I was in LA at a different point. LA is sort of the city that I think that it's a place that you sort of have to be invited to. If you have an opportunity there, then go there, and that's great. But like, I wouldn't just move out there and hope for the best. And yes, I did get paid in exposure. It's done wonders for me, as you can tell. It's really making people laugh on the internet right now.
That's awesome. Do you feel that way about New York too, or do you think that's a little bit more forgiving?
I mean, I might be biased also just because we're so close to New York anyway. Mm-hmm. But New York, I think, is a little bit more, I guess, forgiving in that way. But I still wouldn't. It's just so expensive, you know.
Yeah.
And like, I'd rather try to become a medium fish in a little pond and then move to the big pond than just show up as the small fish I am in a big pond. You know.
That makes sense. You'll get there one day, Daniel.
One day.
I believe in you, Dan.
I believe. Sweet flip, Alex.
I was messing with the video settings and I accidentally rotated my screen around a full 360.
Here's another great, I don't know if you can see this or not.
Kinda.
But, I turned the brightness down.
Yeah. You got it, Steve.
There's another great picture of me from high school. That was the same Disney trip. Just got like a water spout on the top of my head.
Nice. Dom
is
you're
Da
really
Vinci.
trying. Oh.
And if you get out of the picture too much, it just shows your bed.
Well, because it's like this is a background. There has to be a foreground object. Where is it?
Oh my goodness.
It's a signed photo of Jesus Christ that I walked into a store and they were like, they took it off the wall and they're like, hey! And I was like, I think this is why Philly-
You signed it?
No, I didn't sign it. It was already
Oh,
signed.
Damn. This is basically like our AMA, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're open to any questions if anyone's got there. We were talking about what were we talking about earlier? We were talking about improv stuff earlier.
We were.
Well, improv theory, things like that.
Were we?
This is during the Nuzlocke.
Oh yeah,
During the
Alex and I were
Nuzlocke,
talking.
yeah.
We were just talking about because Maniac wanted to. They didn't understand what yes and was, so we basically explained with several examples yes and how it applies to improv. So we gave a little workshop in the middle of a Nuzlocke.
When are we gonna make an show and tell wiki? I mean,
I
We
wish I
talked
was
about it.
there. I could have learned.
We can do
I
it
would
right.
love to have a show and tell wiki.
Let's do it right now.
I don't even know what lore do we even possess.
Oh, there's plenty of lore.
Sure. But how much of that is relevant still?
It
There's
just
just-
the relevancy comes and goes.
There's
That's
just gonna
the
be like
beauty.
8 pages on the Air Bud movies.
How do you make is this on Wikipedia, right?
No,
No,
not
no.
on Wikipedia.
Oh, no.
Wiki.
Steve, make us a fandom wiki.
do you think I have an account on Fandom?
You should.
Yeah, I probably should, but I don't.
Steve.
That's a very specific personality type to be a wiki admin, and I'm just the complete opposite.
Which
Mhm.
which website do you make a wiki on? Now I'm confused.
Well, so
I think Wikia.
Wikia is Fandom.
Well, Dan,
they
you would go on
rebranded.
Bulbapedia.
Bulbapedia, got it. As the normal type?
Bulbapedia.
That's just Dan though. The rest of us
Make
have to get
ourselves an entry on Bulbapedia.
Yeah, you can go to fandom.com, make an account, and then make your own wiki there. I don't know if Wikia is still a thing, but Fandom used to be Wikia, and I think just rebranded.
I'm
I don't
very
remember the
interested in
whole-
Alex,
making a wiki. The sooner the better, because then we can just constantly put lore into and we'll just have other people put lore.
Alex, I'm not lying. I'm making it right now.
Oh, you're actually okay.
Oh,
Sure.
share your.
I am. That's what we're doing right now. We're making our fan wiki live.
We're making our fan wiki
We're
That's
making it
by
is the
our
problem.
fans.
No, we're
This is what-
just getting it started. We're just getting it started. All right.
I need my meat pillow.
We're gonna end up on like TV tropes or something like that.
Good.
Live stream fails.
If we end up on live stream fails, we're in a world of hurt.
What's our birthday?
Our birthday?
Yeah, that's for our birthday.
Get quality Alex on the
End
case.
game. Our birthday is Avengers Endgame.
No, don't put that because then we're not gonna be able to edit any mature.
Because we're not
content.
old enough.
Yeah, it'll be like you're
Hell
two.
yeah.
You're not that old.
Well, Dan, if you're making an account, make it your age and then make the stream.
But I'm not. I'm only 17, Steve.
Oh no.
So now we've moved up in the world. We're no longer 16.
Well, yeah, it was my birthday.
It was his birthday.
According to the lore, Dan is the oldest of all of us.
Yeah.
Even though Steve already
Wait,
had
Dan, it
his
was your birthday
birthday.
recently?
What?
It was your birthday recently?
It was on Wednesday.
Nah, I thought it was somebody else's.
It was Nut's birthday. Yeah, but
Oh, yeah, it was
everyone
Nut's
forgets
birthday.
about mine. All right.
Well,
How
I
do
mean,
you?
It
share
was
a birthday
technically
with Nut.
Dan's birthday too.
It was technically it was also my birthday, but who's to say? You know.
Who's to say?
I thought, I was remembering nuts. Oh wait, the nut, the nut, the bone actually comes out of the meat.
Yeah, it's meat on a stick.
Meat
Well,
on a
it's the bone.
stick.
I got this in Japan.
Oh, that's very cool. I like
If
that.
anyone is interested, flights to Japan right now round trip are about $497, which is absurd because they're normally about $1,200 to $1,300.
Yeah, but also don't do it. Stay inside. That's where you're supposed to.
See, but if I'm in Japan, then I'll be 6 feet apart because there will be a waifu pillow between everyone.
Yikes.
Steve.
They don't leave room for Jesus. They leave room for waifu.
Hell yeah.
I love that.
Fan meetup in
Welcome.
Japan.
I'd be down. I love the idea of us making our fans go somewhere remote that even we aren't, just for a meetup.
Yeah.
And they're not either. Everyone in chat, feel free to ask us questions, and we'll pretty much respond to most things.
All
We're
right.
just kinda
As
hanging
you
out
can
tonight.
see, we are making our wiki.
There we go.
See, here's the problem: is that each one of us, whether they know it or not, gets one hard veto, where they can hard veto any one thing. But the question is this worth it? Just know that you all
Who
have
are
that.
each of your waifus?
See, now I want. I don't know, Steve. Why don't you go first? Who's your waifu, Steve?
Yeah,
oh
Dom,
my
you
god.
already used yours, right?
I don't think I did. Did I?
You veto me every day, Dom.
Constantly.
Okay.
Yes.
since I get to go first, you guys have been making jokes about it on the
Define waifus. Is that just like any like fictional character that you want? How is this defined? I'm only familiar with it in the meme sense.
Is our wiki's name Show and Tell
I mean-
Live?
yeah,
Yeah.
Okay. Yes.
as long as that's not taken.
it's not
For those of
taken.
you, thank goodness. For those of you who don't know, Dan is making our live wiki right now, which is the
Yeah.
most
This
narcissistic
is
thing I've
the
ever seen.
Hey, Alex has been talking about it for a while, so we're gonna make it happen. All right.
It's not narcissistic.
What
It's-
category would
It's
we go under?
chronicling.
What category would go under? Games, movies, anime, comics, books, TV, music, lifestyle, other.
Probably
Lifestyle.
lifestyle.
Anime.
Anime?
Improv is a lifestyle, baby.
I think it means like fashion blogging. No, we're probably under
Other?
TV. We're
Anime.
probably under. Okay.
Yeah.
go other.
TV's fine. We're a show.
Anime is good.
Yeah. This is live streamed television.
Show and Tell Live is my favorite anime. I mean,
This is
Mine is
true.
Corey in the House.
It's a party every week, baby.
Do we want? Ooh, what theme do we want? Do we want blue? Do we want green? Do we want purple?
probably blue.
Blue. All right.
I mean, purple. That's Twitch, right?
View my.
Oh
wiki.
yeah, I do purple.
Oh man,
Yeah.
I already hit blue.
I'm pretty sure we can edit this more in depth.
You can't edit a
Just
wiki,
like-
Steve. That's not how wikis
It'll
work.
be an anime once Steve figures out the character animator.
Guys, if we did a live action anime,
Okay, no, Youngster Jazz has a point. None of us have actually said who our wife is.
because Steve is stalling. Steve, who's your
No,
waifu?
you interrupted me. Alex had a question. I was gonna say May.
Search YouTube for Show and Tell Live anime opening. And somebody made an anime opening for Show and Tell Live.
Oh my god.
Did they actually?
No.
Okay, that's goals.
Guys,
I would love-
I genuinely have no idea what I'm doing. This looks more like a Facebook account than it does a wiki.
This is just uploading stuff. You're supposed to upload stuff for your
Yeah, Steve.
Yeah.
Which May?
Yeah, you
which
just sort of-
May?
The one
Pokemon
from
May?
Shane's
Overwatch
film?
May?
Yeah.
like the 5th month.
I prefaced it. I literally prefaced it with it's been a joke on the Nuzlocke, but
True. Your waifu is May. Now, what makes May your waifu, Steve?
I've been into Pokemon since I was really little.
All right, I have no idea what I'm doing, so I'm
And
gonna ditch
I really
this.
started with 3rd gen, so best gen.
Am I the only one who started with 2nd gen?
Probably because you're older than us.
Excuse me.
I played Fire Red, which was Gen 3, I guess.
Yeah, Fire Red was Gen 3
It's-
because it came out.
It's a
after-
Gen 3 remake of a Gen 1 game.
Yeah.
I would say if Fire Red was your first, then Gen 1 was your first, just because
Probably.
like you start with the Gen 1 Pokemon in Fire, right? Like you don't encounter the national decks until you beat the game. So like
that's what I was
the
thinking.
I would say whatever Pokemon are the main Pokemon of the game you play. Like I would even say if some kid today started by playing Omega Ruby or Alpha Sapphire, I would say almost that their first gen was like Gen 3 kind of.
What my first game was Yellow, but I still consider myself a Gen 2 person because even though I started playing Yellow, the only game I really like cognitively remember at all is Crystal, which is a Gen 2 game. So I still say I'm Gen 2, even though I technically have been a Gen 1. Was a Gen 1 person.
I'm Gen 3.
I didn't get I didn't get a Game Boy until like I remember wanting to play Gen 1 and Gen 2 so badly. And then eventually I finally got a Game Boy and my friend had Ruby. And so I borrowed it from him. And that was like the first Pokemon game I played. And I borrowed it for like 2 years. And then eventually I just bought a new one and then gave him that because I didn't want to give up my save file.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes that's the move you got to do.
Yo, I was the genius kid who, for my first handheld console, my parents got me a DS, and I was like, hell yeah, and I bought Pokemon Emerald for it. Didn't even get a DS game.
Damn.
Yeah. The DS is rad. Gotta get that Picto chat back.
Oh my god, Picto chat.
So not about Pokemon games, but Pokemon card game.
Mhm.
I still am not over this. Where I had a lot of those, you know, like that had those like the real Pokemon cards that had like the Pokemon on it and like their moves and stuff. And then there was like the foily ones that were like not real Pokemon cards. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yes.
Like the Burger King stickers
So
they
I
were
had a
giving
lot
out?
of like, huh?
Like the Burger King stickers that they were giving out? They were like
no, there's
sticker
just like
versions
a
of
different
cards.
type of Pokemon card that wasn't actually like the real like traditional.
Like they
style,
didn't
like,
have the stats on them or something. They were just kind of decorative
Maybe.
fun cards with little information.
Mhm.
Yeah. So I had.
Yeah, I
a
know what you're talking
giant
about. I
stack
had
of,
some
like,
of those.
I had a big stack of like the real Pokemon cards. And then my older siblings told me that they weren't real and that they had like the shiny ones and they were like, oh, you should have these instead. And they made me trade all of my real Pokemon cards for their fake ones. And then when I was like, hey, wait a minute, these aren't what I want, they didn't trade them back to me
Dang.
because
That's
I was a
cold.
dumb kid.
That's when you
And I
punch
still
them.
haven't forgiven them for it.
Who is spamming my
Yeah, who put that in the chat?
Dan, is that you?
No, it's not me.
That'd be
Dead to
Steve
me.
then.
Steve.
No, I'm signed in as Weevil.
That's fair.
Oh, that
That's
is
fair.
true.
It's definitely Dan.
How is it?
It's
What?
Dan.
I would never. I would never.
Is it Dom? Is Dom trying to turn us all against each other?
I would never do that.
No, I'm here.
Who's doing this?
Hand check. It's a ghost.
I would never do that.
So, Alex, who's your waifu?
That's a good question. I mean,
Is it Spider-Gwen?
They don't even know what that means, that link, by the way.
I mean, May was definitely my first video game crush, for sure.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
I don't know, I guess.
Is it Spider-Gwen, Alex?
No, not really. I mean, she's cool, but like, yeah.
Nah.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess I'll just go with May. I don't really have a better choice.
What was our definition of waifu again?
I don't know. I didn't get an
You
answer.
never did one. You never did one.
Like current
I
waifu
asked
or
for one and I
child-
didn't get it.
Like childhood waifu or like now waifu?
What?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I think it's current.
I
Yeah,
assume.
I guess.
Definition was go with your gut.
Yeah. Oh yes,
waifu.
Craps is right. Steve, Alex is trying to move in on your girl.
Hey.
Defend May's honor.
That I decided to go first because I figured at least one other person was gonna say that, and I didn't want to sound like a copycat.
Well, it was a trick question because my childhood waifu and my now waifu is the same, and that is Sam Sparks from Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs.
When did that movie come out?
2009.
Childhood?
I don't remember.
Yeah.
That's why it's Dan's favorite.
2009.
movie.
I was like 6 years old.
Ember from Danny Phantom. Interesting choice.
That
Interesting
is an
choice.
interesting choice, Carbonated Milk. Yeah, I mean,
Are you gonna talk about the Danny Phantom theory? Because I have to go grab something real quick.
Was Ember the goth girl?
Danny Phantom theory.
no, Ember
that's
was
Sam.
the musician who was the ghost rock star.
Yeah.
There actually was pretty interesting. I've been watching a lot of true crime stuff recently. There was a person. This happened, I think, like 2 years ago, who actually went on a shooting spree tragically, but they claimed that their motivation was that Ember from Danny Phantom told them to do it. And there's like all these like creepy things. I watched a lot of videos on it about how they like thought they were a reincarnated version of the character and all this crazy stuff. Not to ruin the character's still a great character. It's just that, sometimes people take it the wrong way.
You've been watching too much of Harry Horror Show.
No, this wasn't. I mean, I have been watching a lot of Harry Horror Show. Their Unabomber case was fascinating. Go check out Harry Horror Show here on Twitch. They'll probably be streaming. No, they don't stream on Fridays. But anyways, no. But I've been watching a lot of true crime stuff recently. It's been a real way to pass the time. I just watched the documentary McMillions, which I highly recommend checking out. It's about the guy who rigged the Monopoly, like the Monopoly game at McDonald's. The guy did this for like 2 decades, stole $24 million by fraudulently passing out the tickets. It's so good.
Damn.
We're getting more
Hex girls.
Hex
Hey, we got a
girl.
Hex girls waifu.
Yeah,
Makes sense.
X girls.
Yeah, this is a Hex Girls fan stream, so you're in the right place.
Definitely. I mean, not a bad choice.
I'm just gonna play the Hex Girl song in the background real quick.
Which one was Thorn? Is she the lead?
I think that's the drummer, if I'm not mistaken. I could be completely wrong.
Oh, that's on HBO, right? The Hex Girls? Yeah.
Yeah, the X girls. X girls, who's who? Man, we're gonna have to.
I'm a Hex Girl.
Yeah, she's the lead. I was right.
Yeah, you're right.
Crapstar that said they didn't hear my
I am the
waifu.
best.
I main Lucina in Smash, so maybe I guess she's probably my waifu.
That's the greatest waifu reasoning I've ever heard.
I just want to say, dropped a wonderful Photoshop in our Discord.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Everyone do Discord please, because Max changed the command.
I'll do it.
Wait, in our Discord?
Wait.
Steve, you sure she didn't just they didn't just message that to you, person?
No, it's in the pics clips, or it's in the fan art
Oh.
section.
Oh, yeah, that one. Back on track. Stop the riff.
Max, how does it feel to have your first fan art?
I like that it costs
You
two.
have to pull it up.
I like that you have to tap 2 Dans to play it.
Yeah, pull it up on stream. So
I got it. Also, you guys can't hear it, but the Hex Girls are playing right now.
Is it
Wow,
just playing
thanks,
for
Dan.
you? Oh, it's playing for them too?
Yeah. No, yeah, I'm just sitting here listening to the Hex Girls by myself. Yeah, you're right.
I would love to have a show and tell card game.
We can make it happen. Not that
There's
hard.
the Italian hand and everything.
Yeah, like we could probably make one.
I have always wanted. We talked about making a show and tell card game about a few months ago. Remember?
That's right, we did.
All the
And
characters.
then there was the T-shirt card game.
Yeah. So the way our card game works is instead of like tapping land, you essentially have a base character, and you just have to keep equipping outfits to them. It's more of a fashion simulator than it is a card game. Oh yeah, stop riffing.
Stop the riffing.
Stop it.
I do like that's an interrupt.
I love how you're a spell, but I am just mana source. Honestly, you know what we could do? If we did like a Magic the Gathering like thing, and we are each the 5 colors, and like the spells that we have like align with our character traits, that could work.
Do we correspond to colors? They're not 1-to-1. Isn't there a black and a white?
Well,
yeah, but the
we would
white
probably
is
put just
sometimes
yellow. Yeah, we just put the white to yellow, put the purple to black, and then green, red, and blue. It's right there.
That makes sense, Dan. You got some swamp energy, right?
Yeah,
Swamp energy.
I love mono black. Oh my god. Okay, I'll work on this. This is my new project.
Okay.
I'm gonna make.
So it's just gonna be a straight rip of Magic mechanics.
No, with slight. Should it work in the sense that you can play the cards during an improv scene, or should it just be Magic the Gathering's mechanics with a twist?
Why don't you spend a lot more time thinking about this and then come back to me?
Oh, I will.
I was thinking we would invent our own card game.
I'm with Alex.
A comedy-based card game.
It's never been done before.
Never been done.
No,
Step out of the way, goddamn oatmeal.
No,
you got nothing.
After thinking about it.
Looks at games that we played on stream.
We got Cards Against Humanity.
Alright, Hex Girls is over. I'm sorry to tell you all, but the song is over.
That's a darn shame. You're the Hex Girls, and I'm gonna put a spell on you. Don't put a spell on. Guys, why is the music in Scooby-Doo so? We have such a like narrow funnel of topics that we talk about on this stream. It's like Scooby-Doo, which leads to the Hex Girls, Air Bud, Tall Girl.
Tall Girl. Let's bring that up.
We haven't talked Air Bud in a while.
We haven't talked Tall Girl in a while.
Dan, stop. Stop this.
Yeah.
Cease.
Dom, you haven't said your waifu.
Oh wait, I think Carbonated's leaving.
Oh, bye, cards.
I said time to go now. Oh, never mind. Oh. It was a bit. They're still here.
Commit to the bit. Oh no.
Yes, and.
It's a bit. Yes, and.
I got it. I know. It took me a long time to figure it out, Carbonated. It's really hard for me to recognize humor.
In improv, we call that listening. You gotta listen to your scene partner.
Yeah, Dan doesn't do that. The Nuzlocke has made that painfully apparent.
I get the number of times you explain something to Dan, and then Dan goes, "Wait, what are you doing?" I just explained it. Were you listening? And he goes, "No, not at all."
It happened so many times.
Easily 3
He's
times.
sitting right next to me, and I'm like, "All right, so I think I'm going to equip either this or this." And he's like, "What are you doing? Why are you equipping that?" I'm like, "What did I just say?"
I get lost in my own head, and also I am in charge of reading chat, and I have to deal with all the tech stuff. But God forbid if I don't hear what you say every second.
I'm
I know
also
I'm bad at
watching
listening.
chat and trying to converse and trying to play the game itself.
Well, I'm not good at multitasking.
Friends. No need to bicker.
It's okay. I'm really, really enjoying where we're at in the Nuzlocke right now.
Oh yeah, it's good. Oh, also, I'll commit to this now because I haven't committed it onto camera, but I am going to cut together a obituary for the Nuzlocke.
I mean, if you really want to commit to things on camera, you should do like a 1 hour or something, like a recap video of all of the best moments from it so far. So
I
it's just
will totally help with that because
and we can even start off
like a best of
So far.
So I feel like we could do like a smash cut of like all of the deaths, the 30 deaths in the beginning, and then be like, and where we are now, and then start the video from like moving forward.
I think it would be cool to at least do some kind of a like sum up or recap / like in memoriam thing for runs 1 through 4. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice. Said they wanted a list of all the missed references that Dan didn't know during an interrogation game.
Hell yeah.
I would argue the biggest problem with Dan isn't that he doesn't get references, is that he assumes we're making references that we're not making.
To
You'll
be
be like,
Yeah.
to be
like,
fair,
oh,
I
a cat, and he'll just be like, he'll only start naming every cat you've ever heard of. I'm like, no, it's just Garfield, Dan. It's just Garfield.
to be fair, I also want a montage of every time Steve gives me a clue that makes no sense and is out of left field.
I was about to say that. I was like, the amount of references that Dan doesn't get, and you just check the list and they're just all Steve.
Also, there have been a couple of times where I straight up forgot one of the suggestions.
A couple times.
Yeah, that's happened to both of us.
Yeah. And we both just kind of look at each other like, do you know? What are we going to tell him?
Was it last time Zeppelin? Was that the one that was?
That's Zeppelin.
Oh, it was
in the Goodyear blimp. It was in the Goodyear blimp.
blimp.
That was the location.
Can't forget it now.
Speaking of videos, I feel fine about saying that we're putting together some videos that we're going to be putting on our YouTube. I was cutting them together. So if you want to see some good bits from our streams, we're going to be putting up videos on our YouTube. And
if you're new to our channel and wonder what we actually do in normal streams, soon we'll have a YouTube channel that you can see exactly what that would be.
There is currently one video on our YouTube channel, isn't that right, Dan?
There is one video. It is the full film Absent that we recorded live in January. If you want to see the first film I ever wrote when I was 15, so about 2 years ago.
Christ. Max, what? That better not become an actual command, Max.
YouTube, please.
I thought we ran out of uwu. Wasn't that what we said?
Oh my god. There's no more uwu. We ran out of uwu,
Dom
sir.
has not answered the waifu question yet.
Who's my waifu? That's a tough
Probably
one.
because the answer is Gadget from Chippendale Rescue Rangers.
If anything, it'd be Gadget from Inspector Gadget. No.
Hell yeah.
No.
Gadget from
my waifu. Good
Cyber
question.
Chase.
Isn't it Gidget?
Gidget.
It's
Gidget from Cyber Chase.
That's the one who's voiced by Gilbert Godfrey.
Yeah.
Motherboard! That's the hacker!
Welcome to the cyberverse!
to derail for just a second, my parents love this show called Flea Market Flip, where they just like go to a flea market and make things good and then sell it again. It's like a game show where there's two teams competing against each other. And one time they had celebrity guests, and one team was Gilbert Godfrey and his wife, and it is the best episode of that entire series. There's one time where he's like working on a table and he's just holding a drill and he goes, "I feel like Clint Eastwood right now."
I love that.
All right, everyone needs to be completely silent until Dom says what his wife.
No, it's too much pressure. Hold on. Let me Google classic cartoons.
Let me Google what waifu won't get me
Aaron
judged on the
Esher.
internet.
No. It's just that
My
like
modern waifu is probably Aaron Esurance.
Oh no.
Oh, that's such a tragic marketing story. But we don't need to get into that.
Well, apparently that might not be true.
No, it's definitely true.
Because it happened. Well, she went away right around when Allstate bought Esurance.
We summoned Zenfrox.
So it could have just.
We typed uwu and he showed up.
It could have just been a matter of Allstate saying that they didn't want that.
Yeah, I mean that's partially it. It also is just huge branding. It's just a huge branding no. It's not a thing that you want.
Yeah, no.
Proliferated for your branded. I guess I'm looking right now. It definitely is going to be someone from Cartoon Network if I know. If I was true to my young self.
D from Dexter's Laboratory.
Maybe Jinx from Teen Titans. I like the Jinx from Teen Titans a lot. She had good energy, good vibe.
Teen Titans has a lot of people have crushes on Teen Titans characters.
Ooh, Kentucky guessed that it was Starfire.
No, Starfire was way too bubbly. It would have been Raven between the two of them, but if anything, Jinx.
Oh my God, Max! Can you make a please ooh for all of our social media?
No, please do not.
Stop, Dan. Stop. No,
Well,
it's bad enough he made one.
Keep the regular, and then also just add the ooh. You know, for people that know. You know.
We're gonna purge all of our commands tonight.
Yeah, it's gonna be a great purging. Everyone get your commands in now because we're taking rid of them.
I have Nightbot open. If you want anything, now's your chance. Let me know.
I want you to close Nightbot.
Anything you want.
Alex, you should not have told me how to.
You can't teach Dan things. It's a bad idea.
My bit of just
Dan was really getting into the bit of putting commands into chat that weren't actually commands, and I was like, Dan, you have access to our Nightbot. You can just make actual commands. And in hindsight, that was a huge mistake.
And then once I got called out, and they said, "Well, why don't you make a command?" I took about. I was worried that you guys were gonna be like, "Oh, did it take you 20 minutes to write that?" But it really was me taking 17 minutes to figure out how to make Nightbot commands, and then 3 minutes.
When you first put the command back in chat, everyone, "Oh yeah, Max is here." You were so silent for so long.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I was just working so diligently.
That is so much of all Twitch, and I think a lot of online learning in general is it takes 20 minutes or an hour to figure out how to do the thing, and then 6 minutes to do the thing. It really makes sense.
Oh my God.
God damn it, Dan.
Stop making Nightbot sentient. Oh no.
Somebody just got here.
Well, I'm sorry.
Sorry, EXO. We're gonna be purging Nightbot tonight because there's too many commands.
ooh.
I'm not anti-Uwu. That's not me. I think that's Alex.
All right, ooh stays.
Wait, my new favorite command though is definitely this one.
I'm just anti-Uwu versions of classic Dan. That was so good.
That one is gonna stay.
Yeah, that one
Classic
stays. That one stays.
Yeah.
Did you see today? Did you see today where Alex gave me the controller for 2 minutes, and I'm like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna train up," and I run straight into a trainer battle. I'm like, we're not supposed to be doing that right now.
It was a double battle with a legendary. It was
a Machamp and a Starmie.
Oh, right.
Oh, man.
See, what we should do is
Oh, I got it. I'll make it for you, Crabstar. Give me 1 second.
Stop, Dan.
No.
Dan, how's that wiki you're building coming along?
He's on a power trip.
Sorry, I'm thinking about that card game too much.
What we should do is put all of the unnecessary commands into Hunger Games Simulator, and whoever wins gets to stay.
Steve, how big was the Hunger Games Simulator that we did last time?
Which one? Is
that the one in the football chat? I think that was 15 or 20-ish people. I don't know. Susan was the one that was running it.
Oh, was she?
They can get pretty big.
We were doing, chat. We were doing a Hunger Games simulator from all the people from a couple generations.
It was so accurate.
Of our college improv team, and it was scarily accurate. There was a time where me and another good friend who I'd love to have on the show, Matt had a chance to kill me and didn't take it, and I was like, "No, Matt, you need to kill me!" And then, sure enough, my Hunger Games simulator killed him in the night, which is just scarily accurate. And then I ended up I think I won the overall thing, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
I think it was me and Caitlin, which of course it would be in the end.
Yeah, exactly. It was super accurate.
Max, what? What is this?
Immense delete sequence.
Don't kill Nightbot.
Also-
Nightbot has so much to live for.
We're not
just
killing
made
Nightbot.
You just made it Janice from The Good Place now.
Crabstar, try your Alex Puizu command again.
Oh no.
I miss Doge. We need to go back to Doge speak. Uwu speak is terrible.
Yeah.
It was so cute though.
Oh my god, no.
This stream is anarchy and I can't stand it anymore.
It's the real chaos.
Zed, don't encourage them.
Yes.
Oh, everything's falling apart.
Oh my god. Would anybody watch a live stream of us reading through the whole script of Tall Girl?
No, they
Nope.
wouldn't.
Yes. No, never. No, never.
I wouldn't watch it.
Would anybody watch a live stream of just me reading through all of Tall Girl? Because that is all the support I'm getting, apparently.
Dan, I'll do voices for it.
Yes.
Dan, this is what I want. Dan, I want a dramatic reading of Tall Girl from you in like a big comfy armchair with like classic fireplace, Hugh Hefner robe, and a glass of wine. Fireside chat with Dan, but you just read the script of Tall Girl.
All right.
That's my pitch. If you can do that, you can have it.
Yes. Fireside Tall Girl.
Fireside Tall Girl. I'll make a big social push for it just for you.
Good.
Can I talk about my thing next week?
What's your thing?
Tall Girl.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, go for it.
We are planning to do some Dungeons and Dragons content. Whoa.
Gonna dungeon some dragons.
Yeah, but in the spirit of our show of improv, of being collaborative with the chat, rather than just running a game, we are going to collaboratively work with chat to create a one-shot. So the way it'll work is I'm going to be the dungeon master. Tuesday's stream is going to be just me with chat creating the one shot that I am going to run for these 4 goobers. They are going to have no idea what is going to be in it. It's just going to be you and me. So we'll create it. We're going to create the encounters, the monsters. I have like sort of a template laid out, and then we kind of we'll go through and like fill that template so that we create a one shot. And then, yeah, they know not to watch the VOD, not to watch it live, anything like that. Then Wednesday, it's going to be myself, one of them at a time, and all of you, and we're going to create their characters. So this isn't Stranger Things. Who did that? So it'll be, for example, Wednesday night we'll start off, let's say, with myself and Dom, and then we're going to work together to create Dom's character. And then Dom will leave, and then it'll be Steve will come on, and we'll create Steve's character, and so on, until eventually we create everyone's character. So we're going to work collaboratively on that. And then Friday is when we will actually run the one shot that you created, and who knows where the hell it'll go. But yeah, it'll just be a fun kind of collaborative thing, so definitely stick around and tune in for that stuff, because that'll be really fun. And the more of you show up to help create it, the more chaotic and crazy the adventure will actually be. So
it's gonna be so weird if you help let chat help make it. It's gonna be very weird.
Oh yeah, we're gonna create some weird shit for you guys, don't you?
Chat. I have one request. Chat. Make him put as many abyssal chickens in this one shot as you can.
Also, make sure there's plenty of hammers around.
Exo just says wolves. Wolves are actually like really tough to fight in D&D because they get pack tactics, which means as long as they're around each other, they will mess you up.
Oh yeah, I have a wolf we're in a Pathfinder game. Alex, Steve, and Pingus are all in a Pathfinder game, and our GM game master was like, "All right, you guys can have the max amount of gold, so buy a lot of supplies. You're gonna need it, like buy armor, weapons, and things like that." So I immediately threw that suggestion out the window and spent all 100 gold pieces on a wolf. And he was like, "Why?" And I was like, "Because I want a wolf." And they're like, "Okay, I guess."
It's
like,
not
okay.
even an animal companion, so it's not going to level up with him.
No, it's gonna die pretty quickly.
It's gonna die.
There's just no way around it. But I thought it'd be a fun story beat. So.
But yeah, what level are they going to start at? I'm probably going to start them at level 5 because they all pretty much know how Dungeons and Dragons works, at least to a certain extent. So that'll give them enough. Dan, you've played a little bit. Enough. You know enough.
It's just improv where you tell me no sometimes.
Because then they'll have like more abilities to kind of work with and stuff like that. I would say Crabstar says brushes up on Tomb of Horrors. I would say brush up on your monster manuals if you got them, because ideally what we would like to do is like we'll create whatever monster it is, and then you guys can be like, oh, take this ability from this monster. And like hey, there's this monster has this ability, let's use that or something like that.
Gonna Frankenstein some monsters
we're gonna Frankenstein some monsters together, hopefully. So it's usually the dice that says no.
Yeah, that's true.
Exactly.
True.
Speaking of the monster manual, there's this one creature, I think it's in Volo's Guide to Monsters, called the Froghemoth. And it's not actually a frog, it's just like this behemoth looking thing that like I guess vaguely looks like a frog, but it's not. And that bothers me.
Grabs AD&D 2nd edition monster manual off the shelf. Yes, let's get the AD&D stuff in there. Youngster Jazz, what was the start of this? We doing a monster creation? Yes, Tuesday. We are going to be working together. It's going to be me and all of you in chat, and we're going to create a one-shot that I'm going to run the rest of these guys through on Friday night. So tune in for that.
You said, what is this? Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday you're doing this.
Yep. Yes. So Tuesday will be creating the one shot. Wednesday will be character creation. Thursday is back to screenwriting speedrun. And then Friday is going to be the actual running of the one shot. Okay, the monster is Pikachu. Could be. We could create some kind of a lightning mouse that they're going to have to deal with.
Yeah, we've got a pretty packed schedule next week. So we'll pick up the Nuzlocke again starting Monday. And you guys just beat the 3rd gym, so that's exciting.
We did.
So that'll be running from noon or 2-ish until later in the evening. And then Tuesday we'll do our first D&D one-shot build. Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you, Alex.
Okay. And then
what about Monday night?
We're not doing anything Monday night, are we? Oh, Max is doing something Monday night.
Oh, yeah. I am doing something Monday night. Monday night I am doing a I am playing. There's this game that I used to play with my siblings when I was young called Zumbinis, and it's this game I've talked about it a little bit before, but like just here and there, where you take these little like blue blobs that have like varying features, and they're like being oppressed on like this island, and they're trying to get back to like their homeland. And they have to go through trials and tribulations to be able to get there. And it's like this very interesting game. I don't know. It's cool. And I used to play it all the time with my siblings. And I asked my sister, who lives in Philly, if she wanted to play with me. And she said that she was excited for it. She said that she would, come and play it with me. So me and my sister are going to be playing that game on Monday night.
Wow. Nice. This might be low-key. I just Googled it. I've never played it, but I've definitely seen the box art for it. This might be like my favorite like generation of gaming. Because thinking about like all the games that came out around this time, that's where you get like all the humongo entertainment games, which include things like your Putt Putt, Pajama Sam, Freddy Fish. You also get the things that we had to play in school at the time, which is called Clue Finders. You guys ever have to play Clue Finders?
No.
They're like educational games that are like these point and click games, but to progress you have to like do math problems or spelling things or grammar
It
things.
sounds kind of familiar.
Yeah, it's
Youngster
like
Jazz Putt Putt.
Putt Putt. Yeah.
I would love to dig up my Putt Putt Saves the Zoo and play that on stream.
I think I still have it memorized. I could play Putt Putt Saves the Zoo in my sleep.
Probably, yeah.
The one I always liked the best though was Putt Putt Travels Through Time, because you got to go to like all these different like Wild West and like it was great. Super cool. Nah, it's like the best decade of gaming in my opinion.
Your description, Max, for a second kind of reminded me. Did any of you guys play? This was like right when the iPhone came out, like the original iPhone. Did any of you guys play Pocket God on it at all?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I was that kid that they fooled into spending like $20 on that game.
I just realized I would love to see like a 100% speed run of Pocket God or something.
I didn't play Pocket God, but I did play a game called Doodle God, where you essentially start
Yeah,
with 4 elements. And there's like several versions of the game, but you get 4 elements, which is always the same 4, and then you just have to like combine things. Then you're like, okay, if I combine like sticks with iron, I get railroad. I'm like, okay, cool, sure, why not?
Yeah, Doodle God is rad. Oh, I want to see a speed run of that too now.
That'd be tough.
We should do speed runs. I came up with an idea for a mayonnaise speed run today of Cuphead.
No.
Where your hands are covered in mayonnaise, but you still do the speed run.
Ew, that's disgusting, Dan.
I would have the world record.
What?
It can be
my
vegan
God.
mayonnaise, eggless mayonnaise, Max. Don't worry.
It's a good idea.
No, it's not.
Good idea, Dan.
I just imagine the phone call. All right, here, tell you what, Dan. You can do it in your own time, but what I want you to do, the part I want you to actually stream is the part where you call Guinness World Records and explain to them what your record is in.
Okay.
Please do that.
Stream that conversation, because that's the one I want to hear.
Sure.
Can I call them and not do the speed run?
Sure. Yeah, you can prank call the Guinness World Record book.
I'll definitely
Watch
just
them be like, yeah, we've already got someone.
be like, damn it.
Guys,
Submitted
do
to
you see-
AGDQ. Yeah, I should.
Guys, do you see Nightbot giving us some feedback on Nightbot's script?
Stop.
No?
Oh my god.
I see
Max,
EXO.
get out of here.
I see EXO likes our title though.
That's true. That's true. Fully live improvised conversation.
That's what I called this stream.
Do you guys like, I don't know how much you paid attention to what we've been naming our streams in the past. We don't have a list of them, do we? That's a real tragedy.
I don't think so.
Because we've had some good ones. I think Alive from the Abandoned Chili's is probably my favorite.
I'm from the rooftop of an abandoned Chili's bar and grill.
My favorite one was still Show and Tell Live, weekly improv comedy show, live from the losing team's dugout in a Little League game.
Oh,
There's a fun Easter egg for all of you if you didn't already know. We do some goofy thing for the name of our show.
and if you're following us and you get our Go Live notification, they're almost always thematically linked in some way.
That's not
And
true.
then nothing else about the stream is linked to
Not
that.
even a little bit. Not even a little bit.
Not whatsoever. Max, you asked.
Max, stop.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Well, we really are, Max. We're gonna make you purge everything because
Yeah, that's right, Carbonated Milk. Give Alex an actual hug. He deserves it. See, this is the problem. When you're all captivated on a couch, it's a lot easier to wrangle this group of cats. Now you have access to all the world's knowledge. It's a lot scarier.
Oh man. The loose grip you had is exposed.
I know. It's all out the window.
God.
Dan, do you have access to any of our pre-roll videos?
No, Max has them all on the drive.
The show and tell
Oh
drive.
yeah, that's true. I control them all.
Did you guys like our latest pre-roll? That was a while back.
Which one was that?
I just watched that.
Dom cleanup.
Yeah, that was the one that Max sent to us.
Yeah, that was good. I love that.
This is pre-roll.
Oh, the live one, or
Definitely planned.
That's awesome.
Oh my god.
How's everyone doing out there? Let me see, we got around 15 people watching right now.
We got like
Good to
one
see ya.
question, guys. This is an AMA.
This is an AMA.
Ask us.
This is AMA.
This is a YMCA. Come on.
Yeah, this is the Young Man's Christian Association. What are you doing?
Sir, this is a Wendy's.
Oh, so there used to be a Wendy's near my high school, and you would just hear just the greatest things coming out from that kitchen. One of the things that I heard screamed from a kitchen one time is, "You are not a good Russian!" And like, no context, that was it. But perhaps my favorite moment from that Wendy's is this guy walks in, and he's all disheveled, probably very high, knowing this Wendy's. And he walks in and he goes through this whole order, like the woman at the cashier goes through the whole order, and he just stares at her, and she's like, "What? Like, what do you want it for here or to go, sir?" And then he goes, "I want it to bounce." And he does a full like drop motion when he does it. And the woman starts cracking up. And then he has like candidly goes, "Yo, can I get an application?" And she just goes, "No." I've just never heard anyone else ever order something to go as to bounce.
Oh my god. Man, that was his interview, and he's like, interview starts as soon as you walk in the door. Huh!
Nailed it. I love it.
Dang. Did I tell you guys about how a tweet that my girlfriend got is getting like slightly popular on Twitter because of Shane?
No.
So Shane added me and Melissa and was like, "Oh, look, an Animal Crossing thing where they made it Applebee's." Huh? And Melissa responded back like, "Dan did name our island Applebee's," and she has like 50 likes on it already, and it's we're like, "Woo,
Twitter famous."
I know.
If Show and Tell was the Sandlot gang, who would be the last one left playing after everyone leaves?
Oh, I would have quit before we even started, so that's fine.
I don't know anything about the Sandlot.
I'm gonna guess Alex, just because he's definitely the most energetic of the bunch, and that would probably be my guess there.
I love baseball. I grew up on the Sandlot movies. Oh,
they're fine.
I need to rewatch it. I need to learn how to do chewing tobacco again.
I don't know. I didn't watch a lot of the Sandlot, but my family watched a lot of Little Rascals.
Yeah.
The alfalfa.
Watch the like full color remake or whatever it was, or not remake, the movie.
Mm-hmm.
But that was like the only Little Rascals I ever saw.
Not the remake, just the movie.
Well, it wasn't a remake. It was like the original cast, wasn't it?
Yeah, maybe.
The original cast of the Little Rascals?
I think they grew up, Alex.
It was a show first, wasn't it? It was a black and white TV show.
Oh yeah, no, I only watched the movies too.
Yeah. It was the full color movie, which had the whole like downhill derby and like the pageant and like all that stuff. Like that was what I watched. But apparently, I'm pretty sure that before that, it was a black and white TV show.
I believe it. I feel like everything was a black and white TV show at one point in time.
Yeah. That's some film history for you.
Basketball history.
I mean, we all believed as children that the world used to be black and white before television, right?
Yeah. before
like that's just everyone believes that, right?
before
Like,
Hollywood was so gracious to invent color and give it to us. So that's
True.
why you have to go to the movie theaters and not watch a movie on Netflix or pirate it to pay back what you owe Hollywood.
right, for giving us color in the first place.
Yeah,
I'm pretty
yeah.
sure I didn't actually see any black and white shows or movies until I was old enough to realize that, oh, it's just because back then you couldn't film in color.
Right. Yeah.
All
I
right.
never had the whole thing of like, the world used to just be black and white, and then somebody invented colors.
Only 50s kids will remember.
VH1's I love the 1950s.
Excuse me, color film was invented in 1929, good sir.
Yeah, back then it was the talkies.
Yeah, 1929. That was I'm pretty sure that's the year. That's when Wizard of Oz came out. 1939, maybe.
Dan, no.
Wizard of Oz was 33, wasn't it?
Also, The Wizard of Oz was filmed in Technicolor.
39,
Already
that's
an
what I
iteration of the coloring process. What are you talking about?
39, my bad. 1939, my bad.
Well, also the other question is, do you consider to be a color film as one in which they captured color? Because there was plenty of film prior that was colored.
Oh yeah, that they did like basically what
Cell
was
by
VFX
cell,
at the
yeah.
time. Yeah, no, I would say when you capture it with the film to get authentic color, because I think that's the real distinction. Not
Well,
that,
I think
not that you
authentic
have
color is also an interesting choice of word.
So
Oh
I would guess,
Brother, Where Art Thou is not a color film in your opinion, because they digitally alter all the color in it, which doesn't make it authentic anymore.
I guess
See,
I would say more of the technology is there to catch realistic color in the camera.
So here's my question, because there's a big debate a long time ago about adding color to movies that were shot originally in black and white.
Yeah.
And then some people claim that would ruin the artistic integrity of the individual movies.
Yeah.
But counterpoint, do you think some of those movies would have been shot in color if they had the technology 100%. To shoot them in color in the first place?
100%. Over 90% of all black and white movies would have been shot in color if they could. That were shot before the technology was available. 100%. Because that wasn't part of their artistry. That was just what they could do. You're just saying like, it's like, hey, you think if like in 200 years they realized you could do like 3D painting, like would painters in like the Renaissance era do that? They'd be like, hell yeah, that's cool. Like they wouldn't that's not even something they could think to do. So since they never had the option, like, you know.
Bye, XO. Have a good one.
Also, carbonated milk had a crazy story here.
Yeah, I saw that.
Let me see.
Carbs, what did you do that you had to go to the hospital? Like, was it that cold? I mean, I know you're from Canada, so
yeah, it's Canada. Like, if that was during the winter in Canada, yeah, hypothermia.
Dang, that's crazy.
Yeah, Clerks was shot in black and white because Kevin Smith didn't have enough money.
Well, it worked out for Kevin Smith.
But also the thing is, if black and white film never existed, like if the first film they ever created was in color, I really don't think anyone would ever have done anything in black and white, because now it's like, because the only reason why it exists now that like black and white movies will exist is because it's calling back to that era, and if that era never existed, then no one would use that style to get to that era, other than extremely experimental films, obviously.
Yeah, I feel like some people would use it, but it would have a completely different connotation.
I don't even know if we could have necessarily gotten to it. I mean, I don't think you could. And I know it's a little bit different, but I don't know if you could have invented vinyl after inventing a CD. Like,
I understand what you're saying, Dom, but I'm saying that as my argument for why turning black and white films to color isn't against their artistic stuff, because it wasn't an artistic choice to them. It was the only choice, you know?
Well, here's my counterpoint, because I just like playing devil's advocate.
Yeah.
maybe it is against the artistic vision because it lacks the ability to have input from the original artists who made the movie.
That is
because color
that's a
is
valid
a
reason to do it.
Yeah, I don't know. Although movies are already inherently a collaboratively artistic process, so like maybe it's not. I don't know. A lot of levels.
I would probably make the decision to not update them just because I think we as viewers now would latch on to that nostalgia and that period of it, and seeing it in that period but altered outside of its period would not benefit it in any way. Yeah, that's all. But I don't think it has to do with their artistic vision. It's more of its like historical whatever.
Yeah, guys, I swear I've been listening.
Don't worry, I don't even listen to myself. I mean, it isn't isn't the thought that black and white makes films more serious or puts focus on the story. I think that handful of movies would solely for that reason.
Hell did you do?
It's the whole thing with there are several movies that are made modernly that are put in black and white that do make sense in that and is an artistic choice, but most of the time it's just to look more artistic than they actually are. Hot take.
Steve, is that a Bionicle? Did you just whip a Bionicle out, Steve?
Yes.
Why do you just readily have Bionicles available to you, Steve?
I have too many stuff just available to me. You want me to like get my duffel bag of Pokemon figures?
No, I'm good. But
actually, which closet is that in? Yeah, no, I have a Bionicle and I've got a Transformer here.
Transformers.
This one's a tank.
Oh, well, see, Pleasantville, I think that's an interesting point, Carbonated Milk, because color in black and white is meant to represent the idealism of the time, but the color spreading is supposed to represent the understanding and acceptance towards a non-segregated society. So color in that is more of a racial metaphor that's kind of juxtaposed against the black and white idealism of the 50s. But I do think it is an interesting point.
Well, there's a difference between movies that double dip and that commit to the black and white. Because there's obviously an easy way to do like basically the Wizard of Oz effect that is like part of the world is in black and white, part of the world is in color for different reasons. That can be various different things. But I think that's different because that's just the way they chose to separate the two worlds as compared to making your whole movie in black and white.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, like the movie like The Artist that does it is very obviously just going to that time period. But then you have movies like Schindler's List that do it for different reasons. But then they always have that little splash of color in there, a little splash.
Yeah, it's interesting how tech evolves and whether or not tech would say what would still be here if you had the option to skip levels of it. Fascinating.
Yeah.
I think to counter your point, Dom, about like would we have invented vinyl if we had CDs first? Black and white today exists as a filter, as an aesthetic choice. And while I think the aesthetics would have completely different meaning if it didn't have the past experience of being forced to have that black and white, I think it would still exist to an extent today because it is also used, like you think about like monochrome where that didn't necessarily exist, but it does give aesthetic purpose today. And like monochrome as gray would just be another option. And so it would have like its own meaning and who knows what exactly that would be. But I feel like it's not necessarily that it wouldn't exist in that hypothetical situation.
I can see that black and white would probably still exist based on the way that we have kind of societally adopted those colors. Sepia tone would not, though. I think that's a direct result of the film process.
Yeah. No, I agree with that.
I don't think we would have stumbled into sepia tone.
Says this isn't necessarily causation, but it does seem like TV shows that have seasons in black and white and color, the black and white seasons has always seemed better. What shows are in both? Just ones that ran between the transition from black and white to color.
That would be in the 50s. I think a lot of it too.
Yeah.
I think a lot of it too is that clarity can make things worse sometimes. Like I'm one of those people who can't stand hyper definition TV. Like it's too real for me when I see it. Like it sometimes people, and some people really like it, which is awesome, but there's a reason that a lot of like modern TVs come with filters that dull that effect, because it feels too like much like the people are too real in a way, and the characters, I have a hard time like in like investing into that kind of story, and it's one of those things where when you shoot that, you have to be like, that's something that actors were complaining about a little while ago in Hollywood, is that the more defined and like resolutions in TV becomes, the range of characters they're allowed to play on TV has shrunk, because it's a lot harder to cast older people as younger, and it's a lot harder to cast younger people as older now, because TVs are better at showing people's true age in a way that makeup and the, you know, smaller resolutions weren't. And I'm like, so I agree, and I think people who went from black and white to color, they didn't have a language for that color yet, so they weren't necessarily proficient at putting it in its best way. I mean, that would be my guess, the situation.
Have you guys heard of the Kuleshov effect?
No, what's that?
It's this idea in film where if you take one image and then you cut directly to another image, it creates, your brain puts those images together, like creates meaning between them because you've been shown them back to back. And Kuleshov was like this, like I think like Russian filmmaker, and he made this, or had this theory when like film was like very low grade and like in black and white and all these things, where your brain can fill in much more of the details when you do just have like a picture of a person who that like is in black and white and is in that is kind of like pretty low definition, and then you put a picture next to it, because there's less information going to your eyes, your brain works harder to create more meaning to figure out why these images are shown together. So I think that definitely, I think the amount of information that you want to give to your audience is definitely a consideration of what you're doing. And I think that's a big reason that people would want to do things in black and white, to be able to control the amount of information that you want to give to your audience.
Max, you and I really gotta get together one day and watch all of the folding ideas videos.
Max, do you know Hitchcock's I think he went off of that idea. It's basically the whole idea of editing, of how juxtaposition of how you edit things creates meaning that isn't inherently within the content. Like, so the example that he has,
I think that's exactly the idea.
Yeah. So the example that he has is this, like, it's a shot of Alfred. It is actually Alfred Hitchcock, which makes it funny. So it's a shot of him just staring with a blank face, and then it cuts to a shot of like a woman on the beach in like a bikini, and then it cuts back to him, and he has like a slight smile, and then everyone's like, "Whoa, he's creepy." And then they take that example where it's that same exact shot of him, then you cut to a shot of like a woman like with a baby, and you cut back the same shot of him smiling. It's like, oh, he's a nice dad, and it's just like, but it's the same exact footage, so it's like the juxtaposition adds to everything else.
I have a slightly more whimsical proposal for you, and I'm interested to hear you guys and chat. You can play along too. The Earth been decimated, right? We've killed each other off, or climate change, or whatever. So we are all gone, but an alien species comes and lands on Earth. What piece of media do you think would be the funniest for them to think that that's what represents humanity by? Like, you can pick any movie, any song, any poster, art piece, like, because I see things all the time that we as humans have knowingly produced for one reason or another, and I think if that is all that, like, if this was the one piece of our culture that survived, what would humans, or what would another species think? Wiggles is a good, but that's a good answer. would they think that all people had to talk in like sing-songy voices? I mean, everyone wore monochromatic outfits, like
communication. Yeah.
yeah. Would they think it was some kind of like dystopian society where people didn't got like assigned value based on color? Like,
I mean,
yeah.
What about
Honestly,
what about something even more
you can
strange?
dig deep
What
on
about
these,
something like
but
just straight up
Cats, the
Teletubbies,
movie,
or like Teletubbies or Booba or something, where now the aliens think that was actually the species that existed on Earth and not us.
Yeah. I think Max has a good point.
Guys,
Cats.
I'm saying you can
Cats.
like you don't have to dig too deep for it. I think it's just Cats the movie. I think that if they saw Cats the movie, they would be well and truly confused forever.
Yeah, but for that one, I think it's not even the cat people, which I think is a lot of people's problem with that. It's literally like the way that, because Cats is a really interesting like sociological structure within their immediate group, where like there's half truths that are spoken as universal truths with throughout the actual like society of the Jellicles, and like the ritual, the way they understand ritual in that is kind of fascinating from like a study of people. So like would that be the societal truths of our human species that the alien would uncover? I don't know. These are just the things I think about from time to time.
I would be interested to see if they found a copy of Bionicle Mask of Light and wondered whether or not those were what we were.
Yeah.
Like I feel like they would definitely know that like this isn't footage, but like
any
is
musical.
this animated like them?
Oh yeah, is it a self-representation? The way that we assume that like early cave paintings are almost entirely self-portrait.
Right.
Like, would they think that the Bionicles universe is our primitive self-portraitization? I like what if the X-Files were taken seriously? Like they thought it was a legitimate government record. That'd be crazy too. I don't know.
No, Skittle, we haven't been talking about Cats for the entirety of the stream.
It's been mostly Tall Girl.
I think I think even if it's like something like not without a lot of heavy like meaning behind it, like what if they just found Tetris and they had to go off like what was their society where they created Tetris? Like, is it a training regimen to attempt to get like to train our students in like how to defend our world against like the coming apocalypse? And like if the bricks fill up the screen, then like we've failed as a society.
It's true.
You know,
I think just like a good like Rage Against the Machine album would be nice too.
Yeah, no, I think that's like even if that is a joke answer.
I
think that's a fascinating choice. Or not even Rage Against the Machine. What if it's the last fun album? Like,
yeah.
Guys, what if the piece of media they got was the transcription of our chat for the past hour and a half?
I mean, that's a possibility, though, right? Like, isn't that what would they? Especially because I'm assuming they just get the chat log. They don't get the video that accompanies it.
All
like
the chat commands.
Yeah. Like, what would they think of the anarchy that is our chat?
The videos of the music videos for Gorillaz and like the context and story videos for them. That would be, that's a good one, Crabstar.
Please, YouTube, please.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Or just all the OK Go music videos. Be like, this is how they live their lives every day?
Yeah, every day for them was some kind of Rube Goldberg nightmare. Goldbergian nightmare.
Rick Roll, future aliens.
Yeah, that's Rick Roll.
It's just that music video, yeah.
I don't know. These are just the fun hypothetical musings that I like to think about. Yeah. It's crazy.
Where'd Steve go?
Probably to grab a puppy if I had to guess.
Okay.
Good guess.
And the views come rolling in.
Nightbot, please behave.
Max, I'm gonna ban you from this channel.
What's going on here? Anarchy. That's what's going on, Red Nose.
Pure chaos. Steve, why don't you introduce us
What
to your
does that
friend?
even mean? What is that KEKW even supposed to mean?
Nightbot is getting into its rebellious phase. Nightbot is finding its teenage years.
How many phases? How many phases does Nightbox have, Max?
Wait.
I used to be a teenager, and I never used whatever the hell that word is.
It's an abbreviation.
For what?
Kill everybody. Kill.
No, Kekwu is.
Wow.
Yeah, you know what Kekwu is. It's
I don't know what Kekwu is.
I have no idea what that is, Max.
It's this. Oh wait, hold on. I thought it was this. Oh no, it's something else.
You want to go?
Oh, puppy. Bye, puppy.
So I actually think people forget this, but if you look at kind of the relative ages of countries, America's pretty young.
Absolutely.
Vinny.
Yeah, we're only like 230 something, 220, if not
Yeah,
even.
we hit 250, didn't we?
Did we? What I think is pretty fascinating though is I think if you look at it, it actually lines up pretty closely to human phases and stuff. John and Andy show rating us with 5 people. Welcome. Welcome, John and Andy show. Speaking of commands, I made a John and Andy show command. Hold on, I'll throw it in there.
Raid time.
Having to write and Andy really gets me. This is our, for those of you who don't know, John and Andy are our delightful rival show. We have only been on Twitch for less than a year and already made a mortal enemy, as is our kind.
Took a little longer than we thought.
Took a little longer than we thought. We had the distinguished pleasure of being guests on their show earlier today, which was phenomenal. So go ahead and give them some love. Go drop some follows. But welcome, Raiders. I'm sure we saw many of you when we were over there, but glad to see you over here in our corner of the woods as well.
Our neck of the woods.
Yeah. Anyway, so as I was saying, you can look at America, and I think it tracks pretty well to human development. So if you look at it, first you have really young America, and it's I can do what I want. It doesn't matter, and that's the first couple of years when it's still figuring out, basic living functions like any normal child would be. This is a different doggo.
Oh my God.
That's a big doggo, Steve.
That's a big papa.
John and Show, we had a great time. Don't you knock it. It was a great time.
Yeah, sorry I dipped out, John and Andy, at the end. My computer literally had a aneurysm, so.
Aw. Steve, what's this puffer's name?
Big aw.
This is Winnie. The other one was Sadie.
Oh, Winnie.
More pupper.
She's not happy with me right now.
Why is she not happy with you? What'd you do?
Because I picked her up. She's a big dog. She doesn't like to get picked up.
That's fair.
Say hi to stream. Come on.
Wow.
She's like, no. I want to be on the ground.
I think Alex fell asleep. That's okay. There we go. Alex, what's the answer? Could you please tell the class the answer?
Good girl.
7.
Alex, come on. It's not the
Very
answer.
good, Alex. That's that happened to me one time. I was sick, and I was in middle school, and I was sick. I think it was 8th grade or something like that. And we had a library science class where we basically had to learn the joy of reading and the Dewey Decimal System, and they just kept reteaching that every 2 years. And I was not feeling it, and they were reading of Mice and Men. I remember it, and I had put my head down because I was just not dealing with it. And it was our last week of 8th grade. We were all graduating, so we were ready to get out of the school. Yeah. No one cared, and everyone was being rebellious. And our teacher, who was reading from the book, just goes, you all need to calm down and pay attention. And then she, even though I was one of the people being quiet because I had my head down, goes, Dominic, what did I just say? So I lifted my head up and I verbatim quoted the last paragraph back to her. And it was one of those moments where I was in such a state of not paying attention that I just sponged it. And that should have been the end of it right there. And then she said, see, you can do that if you're paying attention. And I was like, no. So what I said in response, which I shouldn't have said, is I said, no, I got you. And that's how I ended up having to work in the library for an entire week during lunch.
Good stuff. Good,
Doc-
good stuff.
You know, if you're gonna call someone out and they beat you, you gotta just accept the rules of it. That's just how it goes. That's life.
Yeah, but also as a teacher, you have to maintain authority.
You know, in hindsight, fine, that's fair.
My freshman year math teacher made a rule in class
Sadie.
that as long as you were getting an A in the class, you were
Sadie.
allowed to sleep or not pay attention at all.
Stop.
You could just do whatever you wanted, essentially.
Well,
So
Sadie.
yeah, you could like just straight up like you could sleep on your desk in class because I think it was the first class of the day, so people would come in and go straight to that class.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was essentially like
Sadie.
there would be times where because there was one guy in the class I think that actually did sometimes like just take a nap in the class, and yeah, the rule was as long as you're getting an A, you're totally allowed to. She won't stop you.
I had a Spanish class one time where this one girl never did her homework. And one time our senora walked up to her desk and said, "Can I have your homework?" Which was like a worksheet she printed out. And the girl candidly looked at her and just said, "Take a lap." And the senora did and went and collected everyone like another thing and then came back and collected the homework that she clearly did right in front of her.
yeah.
There were no rules. It was anarchy, really.
See, here's the thing. I don't know. For me personally, as a teacher, like if you do the homework as it's being collected and you get it done, I'm okay with that. You did the homework. You did the work. You know
she wrote taco 7 times on the page. That was what happened.
That's just wasting her and my time then.
Exactly. Max, are you making a command right now?
No.
Of course.
It definitely is.
It better say you're a smelly dog.
I'm starting the purge.
No.
All right. Well, I think that's good enough for us for tonight. Thank you all for being here and sticking with us. We know this isn't our usual, John, but you know we're trying our best here. It's been a good time just getting to chat with everyone, getting to chat with you in the chat land as well. So just some highlights for things to keep in mind for the future. Not doing anything Saturday or Sunday. I might play Slither.io at night again. We'll see. That's kind of an impromptu thing. Monday, we're going to be doing, the Nuzlocke will be picking up, which is the 3rd gym. Max, later that night, will be playing a game from his childhood that looks super fun. We'll be playing with his sister. Tuesday, we'll be doing more Nuzlocke. And then Tuesday night, Alex will begin building the D&D one-shot with everyone in chat. So come prepared to build some unusual monsters. Wednesday, we're doing character creation for that, as well as more Nuzlocke. Thursday, more Nuzlocke, and Dan and Max are going to be doing the screenwriting speed run, where you guys can help influence their story, and by influence, I mean make their lives way harder. Hopefully, this time we beat double-digit pages. And then Friday, we are going to be playing the one-shot that we built on Monday or on Tuesday.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, Max. Max will be doing Zumba with his sister. That's right. That's what he's going to be doing.
There are 35 commands right now.
Nice.
I think we started this stream with like maybe 12.
Maybe
there are
12.
35.
Nice.
Everyone, use your commands now. Pick your favorite because they're all going away.
I've already started deleting them.
Thank you everyone for being here. Let's find someone to give a good old raid to. Who we thinking about?
Dandy
everyone?
does it.
Dandy does it's good. I was thinking maybe Donut King.
All right, Donut King.
Yeah,
I think Donut King could be good.
Donut King's rad. So they work in their family's donut shop, and they make donuts at night. That's how they contribute. They are incredibly chill. They've got a phenomenal community. So go give them some love. Spam some Bricko emotes, and yeah, we'll see you guys over there.
All right.
Have a good night, everybody.
Bye,
chat.
everybody. Bye.
Thanks, everybody. Hope you had a good time.
Yeah, Milk followed them yesterday because they're awesome. Dan, what is happening here?
Dan's glitching out. Somebody's got to go reset him.
Bye.